Welcome in. It's Tuesday, October 10th, 2023. You are running with the runners. I got my good brother here, Ricardo Hamilton, aka M.I.M.S. Make it make sense. What's going down, my man? Everything good in your world?
Yeah, brother, we can't complain. You know what I'm saying? You definitely got to count the blessings. You know what I'm saying? Another day to get it right. And, excited for this show because, we constantly, continuously, and consistently adding value to the community about what's going on in the global economy and some of the tools and resources that they can utilize to give themselves a better position moving forward and put themselves in a better position to have a better quality of lifestyle. And I always get excited about that. So we got a great show today with some information for all of our new followers and of course, some of our people who've been running with us for some time, just making them aware of, once again, the phenomenal services that we're bringing and things that they can utilize to help themselves and also share with others to help them as well.
And I don't think it's any surprise now, Ricardo. People understand the economic turmoil we're in. They understand, the amount of debt out there, the amount of financial disruption going on, and now we have a new war to deal with. So, like we've been saying for a while now, is don't worry about the shock and awe. Some crazy stuff's going to go down. The point is, what's going on in your world? How are you controlling your mindset and your finances to make sure that you're going to be prospering during these times rather than, running from behind or selling your assets when the markets are going down? So we have the solution, guys, and it is Smart Finance, a complete financial literacy suite to help anyone, whether it's credit, taxes, debt, health, saving money, small business, just the small biz pro. I can't wait for us to talk about that. It's going to be amazing. And then also legal pro. So it's basically a one-stop shop for financial literacy, whether you're a family, an individual, or a small business. We got you covered. So Credit Pro is going to help you monitor, restore, rebuild, and protect your credit. And Ricardo, I'll let you make this make sense of
Yeah.
how bad credit can impact somebody so much.
Yeah, I mean, for real, I don't even think we need to explain that to people because people who got bad credit know just how hard it is to live with bad credit, especially in this economy and this environment. I think that when you look at the data and you realize how many people are living, check to check or living from credit card to credit card, they come out with this information, where people are relying more and more on credit cards, and you realize that there's a bubble. There's a debt crisis, credit card, debt, and household debt and things of this nature. But the thing is that people need credit, and you want to have good credit, and the credit you have affects the quality of your lifestyle. And so it is important that you do certain things and you utilize certain resources to help you maintain and grow a decent credit score. Nobody wants to have bad credit, and so when there are resources, when there are tools, especially with what we're sharing with you, this is dealing with AI, this is dealing with state of the art, next level companies that have a proven track record, of helping people build their credit. And obviously you can see here some of the impacts of bad credit, higher interest rates, okay, difficulty renting an apartment, you're going to pay more for a security deposit, missed career opportunities, delay building wealth and retiring, fewer loan and credit card approval options, higher security deposits, including internet and cell phone, anxiety, frustration, fear, depression, embarrassment, increased premiums for auto renters and homeowners insurance, and more. And so the impact of bad credit is real, and it doesn't have to be that way. You don't have to have bad credit. That's the thing about it. We actually have a suite, a tool of resources dealing with AI and state-of-the-art companies, next level companies that are providing real resources and ways to improve your credit in a relatively short period of time. So we get excited about this part of this suite of smart finance, which is Credit Pro.
Yeah, and it's it's really sad to see when people get in that situation. It's kind of like a double whammy of you're already in a tough financial situation, and
Yeah.
then when your credit goes down, it just makes it harder and harder to get out of where you're at, which is why you need a process, a group of people, or a team to help that credit restoration process. So whether it's late payments, collections, charge offs, inquiries, medical bills is a huge one, child support, tax liens, foreclosures, whatever it is, we have you covered here with the solution. So the first part we have is that credit restoration software. All right, this is a proprietary do-it-yourself credit restoration that uses artificial intelligence technology. It's very user-friendly, allows you to restore your credit and potentially increase your score due to inaccurate or unverifiable items from the three major credit bureaus. So this is essentially AI is going to look through your credit, see which ones can be taken off or um, debunked essentially, and they're going to create a letter for you. All you need to do is print it out, sign it, and send it. That's it. So again, M.I.M.S, the
And that's
ability to use AI now is huge.
Yeah, I'm user friendly, a system, because most people didn't know this information and how they could take advantage of it. And then when you have AI that's going to go look through your profile for you, and then you have the company that's going to produce a letter for you that you need to send off to be able to get the job done. Because there are some changes. This is you have to do some parts of this yourself, but it's also very simple when they put everything together for you and all you got to do is mail it out. So that's, I love simplicity, keep it simple. I love systems. I love, user-friendly platforms that, essentially I believe anybody can use and have success with. And, so when you're dealing with, AI and the tools that we're providing with Smart Finance through Credit Pro, it's beneficial. It's beneficial. And it's something that everybody, in my opinion, should want to take advantage of, especially if you have bad credit.
Yeah, for sure. And yesterday, guys, when we were talking about mindset, we talked about why people a lot of times struggle or get in a negative mindset is because of lack of knowledge. And that's what a lot of people do is they don't learn or understand how credit works. Then they get into bad credit, their score goes down, and they don't know how to get out. You have to get educated on this. You have to be proactive. So the credit restoration will help bring you up. Then the credit university and the knowledge you'll get in there will help propel you even further and make sure that you don't make those same mistakes again. So the other portion is the debt pro, helping people eliminate debt, save thousands in interest, and build wealth. So the impact of debt, it's one of the biggest problems for divorce, for people struggling mentally and emotionally. So you have all that stress and anxiety, depression, leaving people feeling ashamed, leading cause of divorce and relationship issues, less contributed towards your retirement. It makes it a lot more difficult to buy a house because of your debt to income ratio. You're not able to save for emergencies, which causes even more stress and anxiety. It's going to lower your credit score. So these two are kind of the same as your debt goes up, typically your credit score will go down and it can take years to pay off. So we want to make this process go along as quickly as possible. And Ricardo, I'll let you go into again, they have these two solutions that can help the average ordinary people who are out there struggling with debt.
Yeah. And the reason we added, one of the main reasons we added to the platform is because this economy is changing. People's personal economies are changing. And there are times where people have to sell their silver, sell their gold, sell their Bitcoin, sell their XRP, sell assets, the things that they were holding, things that they acquired, because they understood the value of them and the long-term potential value of them, and they have to sell them early. And the reason they're selling them early is because maybe they have bad credit or they have debt, and now they need, money. And, this is why we always talk about you got to have multiple streams of income. And so when we talk about credit, and now obviously we're talking about a debt solution, these are why we're sharing this, because if you don't have these issues taken care of, it's just a matter of time before you're going to end up liquidating your assets, having to sell your assets because you didn't get your credit or debt straight. So one of the things about this debt solution here is that they have this software, AI. And so you got to take advantage of the tools and innovation and resources that are out here that can help you streamline the process of getting, your financial health in order, right? So proprietary software with powerful algorithms that ensure every penny is either earning or canceling interest. Okay. That to me makes a lot of sense because you got to have a strategy and you got to have a plan. You got to have a system. And so when you have something like that, that is literally in with this debt solution program, they're going to put a plan together for you, right? With that software. And so that's what, for me, because a lot of people just say these things and it's a buzzword, but do you have an entity? Do you have a system that is literally can show you by this date you'll be out of debt, or by doing this and you'll be applying this amount to your interest and paying this off on the principal of things. And so that's this algorithm, this AI with this debt elimination software. It does that, right? That's what the debt elimination software does. And so you can see the feedback and the data that you're giving you is quite priceless, because when you put things into a certain picture, it helps people really grasp the magnitude of really what they're doing with their spending, how they've been living, and kind of gives them a better outlook for their future. But you have to have, a system so they're able to manage your expenses with a customized financial roadmap. I mean, quite frankly, most people need a customized financial roadmap. Okay. We just kind of, doing, people have impulse buys, you're kind of just, doing it all in your head, kind of willy nilly. But when you follow a system, okay, when you have a financial roadmap, you're going to have more peace of mind. You're putting yourself in position to make sure that your later years are look better than your present and past years, right? So instantly calculates your projected debt-free date. Okay. If you got some debt that you want to get rid of, and if you don't have a debt-free date in your mind right now, you need this debt elimination software. I want you to think about the debt that you have, whatever debt it is. If you don't have a date that that you're marking off in your calendar that this date for sure this debt will be eliminated, you should take advantage of this debt elimination software. Calculate how to pay off all your debts in as little as a third of the time. Okay. So you might have a date, but there might be a more efficient way to get it done. There might be a way to get it done sooner. Okay. So that's why you want to take advantage of the AI and the algorithms, because there's a lot of things that people don't know it's available to them. There's a lot of different ways to get something done. Okay. So you just want to make sure that you have the most efficient plan and strategy in place to tackle that debt. So compare all payoff options available as well. Pick the plan that saves time and money. So they're definitely going to give you some options. Identify which debts get paid first. That will have the biggest impact. Okay. So once again, strategy, not just willy-nilly. I got this, that, I got this, that. I feel like paying these people. Oh, I'm going to just pay them. No, really structured. Okay. Really structured and targeted approach. Okay. Track results to stay on course. And as you can see in that image there, just how the data looks and give you an idea where your spending is going. It's so important because things happen in life. Things come up and you want to prepare for them ahead of time. And the other part on the other side of that, Mike, go back to that, one more. Yeah, the debt resolution services. Okay. So debt resolution services is the second part of the strategy. We just talked about the debt elimination software. So you got debt resolution services. So resolution services are designed for those who have excessive debt over $7,000 and need assistance to negotiate their debts, mortgage finances effectively, and increase cash flow. So understand something. You might owe a debt, but you might not have to pay all that back. You don't know a lot of the consumer protections or some type of laws that have been passed, or you don't know everything that's available to you to write off some of that debt because of the time period or whatever it is. There are some things that, and I don't know it all, right? But I know that there are debts where you don't have to pay the full amount. there's some benefits that you might not be aware of. So you want to make sure that, hey, if I'm going to pay this debt, I plan on paying this debt. Let me just make sure ain't no way to get some type of a discount or some write-off or something to where I don't have to pay the full amount. There are things that you don't know, so that's why it's so important that you have systems and a team and resources to kind of help you tackle this debt. So if you have over $7,000, you definitely should consider in debt. You definitely should consider this resolution services, just to make sure that, once again, you have the up-to-date, most advanced, targeted, effective strategy to tackle and ensure that your plan of success of getting rid of this debt is the most effective and efficient. So debt resolution services is something I think that, of course, if you have over $7,000 in debt, need assistance, negotiate and get that taken down and get rid of it.
Yeah, especially if your debt has been sold to a third party, they buy those for pennies on the dollar. So once it's to them, you just need somebody professional to step in and negotiate a payoff, because they know they're not going to get all their money. If you can even give them 10, 20%, a lot of times they're happy.
Yeah, that's a great point.
So again, guys, the features here are almost, unlimited. The debt elimination, how to pay off your home sooner, having that budgeting app is huge. You need a plan. You need to see it. You need to visualize it. Utilize your credit, debt consolidation, discovering that financial freedom date is huge. How to get your emergency savings. And then this one I love, Ricardo. They will text or call you when you have a bill due, so that you don't forget. That in and of itself, I think, is an awesome service, because a lot of times people just are too busy or they lose track of something and they fall behind on it. Now you have those reminders to prevent those late fees.
Yeah, it's a lot to manage. It's a lot to manage. What I'm saying? Home, house, car, different credit cards for different companies that you shop at. Just budgeting in general, cell phone bills. It's just a lot of bills. And especially if you don't have a system or a team. Like this is the benefit of what we're sharing with you. We're literally putting a team in place for you. This is literally a team. Anybody who's successful, anybody who's wealthy, they have a team. You know what I'm saying? They have a team that helps them. They have their legal, they have their tax, they have people, their consultants, they have people that are helping them, so they don't miss anything, because we're human. You gonna miss something. Sometimes, oh shoot, I forgot. I paid the electric. I forgot to pay the gas, so when you have a team that's going to give you this notifications to make sure these are just resources and things that can help you. And a lot of people, they already know that if they had it before, they would have been in a better position. They would have made some payments on time, and things of this nature. So these are some great services and features that come with smart finance that people should take advantage of.
When you talked about the team, Ricardo, it reminded me of Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He talks all the time about how he has a tax guy. He has an accountant. He has a real estate guy.
Yeah.
So even one of the greatest, in the world right now when it comes to finances, he doesn't do it all by himself. He talks about all the time, you need a team around you because you don't have the expertise on all of these, features of finances.
Yeah.
So this is essentially what was normally reserved to the top 1 or 2%. We're now making available for everyone to have that team of financial experts in their corner.
Yep. Financial experts utilizing AI and next level technology to get it done. Yeah.
So that's essentially what we've been talking about, is that debt resolution team. And you can speak with a certified debt resolution expert. That initial consultation is 100% free. And again, guys, we're talking about show you how to increase your monthly cash flow by cutting your monthly payments up to 50%, stop the interest charges, a roadmap to debt-free in 12 to 48 months. And the average is 36 months, depending on your situation.
Yeah. And so that's huge, folks. Once again, initial consultation is 100% free. Okay. So take advantage. If you already have a plan, if you already working with somebody, if you already have a system in place, go ahead and take the consultation just so they can confirm that you're using the most advanced, you got the most advanced plan, structured and strategic plan. Compare your options. When you have something, when you have a team of experts, certified experts that are willing to go over this with you for free, a free consultation, even if you already have something in place. That's like when they go to the doctor and you say, get a second opinion. Get a second opinion on your financial portfolio strategy, on how you're eliminating this debt, and just confirm to yourself that, yeah, I do got the best system. Or you're going to find out maybe this might be the better system for you. But take advantage of that if it's free. It's a consultation. Give you some extra peace of mind to know that you're utilizing the best system available.
And again, just to be clear, we're talking about all types of debt here: private loans, medical bills, student loans, any of that stuff.
Business
You know,
loans, credit cards. What was on the other side, Mike? Make sure they get this. Timeshares, unsecured, student loans, tax relief assistance. Okay. There are people out there with judgments. Okay. And we have to say these things because some people forget what they got. Some people, oh, I forgot that. Oh, arbitration. Yeah, I remember I had this bankruptcies. This is what we're going to be able to help you with, folks, with Debt Pro. These are some of the things that we take care of with loans. Okay, so get that free consultation. Go ahead, brother.
so this is just essentially, what they do. They put the burden of proof on the creditors. They hold the creditors, the collection agency, and the credit bureaus accountable to the U.S. lending law, because these groups violate laws all the time, even with how much they're calling you
Yep.
and what they're saying. So they're going to make sure they take that. Debt assumption is a proprietary program that it assumes that the client's debt on behalf of the client and then renegotiates the terms of the contract. So that's like what I said is once your debt is sold to a third party, they buy those for pennies on the dollar. And then they're going to work on getting that settlement. That's a negotiated agreement between creditor accepts less than the total amount owed to satisfy the debt legally. How to handle all that, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to be intimidated. You don't need to master all the knowledge from that. The debt resolution team takes care of that for you. And then you have the arbitration where they can dispute for people and businesses to settle out of court. And then the federal tax relief. If you're late or run behind on your taxes, penalties can amount and create judgments or liens. So they're going to, complete a full tax investigation with the IRS and report back with the best option for you. So again, having this level of expertise to be able to work for you, I've never seen anything like it anywhere else, Ricardo.
Yeah, especially for the price point that we're getting ready to share with you later on. See, all this sounds good, and then when you really hit a price point, it's mind blowing. Okay, that's why we got so excited about bringing this to the platform, to our community, and for people who want to take advantage of it. And even we got some people in the chat saying, "I need this," and I'm sure you do. There's a lot of people who need this. I mean, this is real valuable. What I'm saying, experts that are available to you, and the sooner you start, the better.
So again, guys, documentation beats conversation. So let's show you guys some real results. Erica had a debt of $48,525 with a monthly payment obligation of $1,052. Her new contract amount is $21,836, and her new payment amount is $370, freeing up a monthly cash flow of $682. That right there is life-changing, Ricardo.
Oh, man. Well, look, and I remember in 2008, the status was that if the average family bought in an extra $500 a month, they would have been able to keep their home. Okay. So anytime you're able to free up, it's $682 freed up. That's huge. That's literally lifestyle change. Different, groceries, what you're buying, what you're doing for fun, the amount of time you pay for kids. That's paying for kids' activities. It's all kind of things that, $682, that's huge. That's huge. And so a lot of people are in this position and don't even realize it because they don't know how their payments can get adjusted. They don't know what's available to them. So that's why we're saying take advantage of that free consultation.
And the validation case number 2 is even bigger. Hazel had about $57,000 in unsecured debts. Her monthly payment was $1,700. Her new contract amount is $25,000 now, with a new monthly payment of $534, freeing up a monthly cash flow of $1,177.
Wow. Wow. There's a
That's
mic drop on
yeah,
that.
that
That you
is
don't even gotta
whew,
elaborate on that. I mean, $1,100 a month saved. That's huge. That's huge. Okay, that's somebody's rent right there, probably or something. I mean, car note at least. I mean, that's huge. That's what these services do, folks. But you don't know what you don't know, and you won't know unless somebody tells you. And if you don't take action, you'll never see results.
yep. The last one here I'll do because it's just so huge is the student loan savings. The original debt amount was $220,000. The old payment was $1,500. They have the new payment to $49 now. It's a monthly savings of $1,450.
Mm, mm, wow.
And I got to pull up one more slide, Ricardo, but I think that one's going to tell them the cost, the
Okay.
low cost of this. So
Yeah.
if you
Now
want to
let me,
compare them.
before he brings that up, let me bring up the first slide before you bring up the cost slide, because I want you to understand something, that what we shared with you in this suite, okay, that was just two of the services that come in this suite. Okay. So this smart finance solution, we just talked about Credit Pro and Debt Pro. We didn't get into Tax Pro. We didn't get into Legal Pro. We didn't get into Biz Pro. We did not get into Health Pro. And we didn't get into Save Pro. So understand what we're getting ready to share with you for the price is including all of this, but just the value that we showed in the two things. Okay, just the value in the two is worth it. Let alone you're getting everything else that comes with this. Okay, so go ahead, Mike, and go ahead and give them the sticker shock, as I say.
The good sticker shock. Normally you get bad sticker shock.
Yeah, the good sticker shock. Okay, and that was just two of the services. Those services alone, as individual, you're paying for more than what you're going to pay for this whole suite of services. And this is one of those things where I think everybody can benefit, out of those suite of services. There's something that everybody can benefit from, something that everybody can use, and take advantage of. And so,
All right. I almost got it.
okay. Yeah.
There's so many benefits here. It's a lot to go through.
Yeah. And we know that, we're preparing for this global reset and the new things that come. But I'm telling you, we don't know how long they can drag this thing out. It could be another 5 years, 10 years. A lot of people didn't think we were going to make it past 2008, and look how far we came. But guess what, folks? All of that in this suite of smart finance, and I know the two are missing, which is the tax, Biz Pro and Legal Pro. I think is not on there, but it's included. Okay, $59.99 per month, no contract. No contract. Okay, that's huge. I mean, we just talked about Credit Pro and Debt Pro. Okay, just those two alone for $60 a month, no contract, sound good. Okay, but now you're getting, and we're gonna, we got other videos and we'll get into them on all the streams, but all the other suites of services, and it's no contract. That's mind blowing. I don't see why anybody, if you need help in these areas, I don't see why you wouldn't take, advantage. That, what is it? The risk versus reward is mind blowing.
Yeah.
$60, no contract, debt professionals, AI, algorithms, strategy, solutions. Okay. It's what, I mean, even when you go do an appraisal, like go ahead and get a checkup on your stuff. Like, $60 to just make sure that you in shape. Okay. Is worth it at no contract. So that's why we were mind blown when we saw this. And we wanted to bring this to the community, because once again, people don't know what they don't know. And there's a lot of great things out here that can help a lot of people. But if nobody shares it with you, how else will you know? And so that's why I was like, this is great. This is like should be part of the foundation of your wealth building strategy in your holistic approach to having a healthy financial portfolio. in addition to your investments and your savings in gold and silver and things, to kind of keep you in a good position, in a good footing, even though the economic landscape is literally shifting right under our feet.
Yeah, and I'm excited to bring to you guys Biz Pro and Health Pro. Those are a little more intricate and complicated with how to present them. So we're going to bring on some experts from these companies themselves to make sure we explain them correct. But they are as good as the Credit and Debt Pro are, in my mind. The Health Pro and the Biz Pro is way, way, way better. So we're excited to bring that to you guys. So again, $59 with all that value, no contracts. You know, it's time to get your house in order, guys, with everything that's going on in the world right now.
Yeah. Yeah. So we got the links in the description of this video. Of course, if you're in the Runners app, get inside the Runners app. We have all the videos on smart finance and the other suite of products in there under the videos inside the app, or whether you access it from the desktop version. Under the videos is the links for you to go ahead and get started. And yes, we're doing this because we're on a 90-day run with smart finance. This was so valuable. We wanted to make sure that new members, old members, just the world, just people in general who follow us know that this is available to them at that price point. Because we know the data, credit card debt, household debt, personal debt. I mean, even in business, corporate debt. So when we have solutions, to these things, and for people, the healthcare crisis, we want to make sure that we're getting this information out. So we're on a 90-day run. So Mondays, we do mindset. Tuesdays, we talk about tech generally and things going on in the tech space. Wednesday, we talk about gold and silver, or anything dealing with wealth, even crypto. Thursdays, we talk about training, which we got phenomenal videos on this stuff. A very exciting system that we are utilizing right now that is producing great results, where you guys can see everything live. Okay, this is not one of those companies where we're telling you we're doing trading and they ain't doing no trading. No, you're gonna get access to the team, access to the trading. So we got a whole platform. And then on Freedom Fridays, this is where we get real and raw. There's certain things you can't say on Facebook and TikTok. They'll start to cut you off, shut down your channel, shadow ban you and things of this nature. So we really like to, because it's at the point where we got to talk freely, and so we go live on Rumble, and we talk about it. We talk about what's going on in this country. We talk about what's going on around the world. And we talk about the stuff that you can't talk about, that you're not supposed to talk about. And we talk about it freely. So all the details inside of our apps, links in the description of the video. And that's what we're doing. We like to keep people updated on the markets. We like to keep people updated on opportunities. We got stuff coming across our table all the time, opportunities, information that, and we've been in this space for some time now, where we have a better idea on how to validate opportunities. A lot of people just go off the face value of what they've been told. Oh, they said they're going to do this. And, but when we look at a company, we're looking at a list, of bullet points. There's certain things that we have to go through, and they got to check off before, we can even consider them. And even then, it's a time process a lot of times, because we got to try it out ourselves and make sure that it works. So, we just get excited about, our growth and being able to share that with others and help them have success as well. During, some of the, what I consider the most significant time period in history that we're living in right now. So yeah, we're going to keep bringing value, and we hope that people take advantage of accumulating gold and silver, accumulating certain cryptocurrencies, and getting their financial house in order.
All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow at noon. Have a great day.
All right. Lace up. Let's